Hi, this is for earth, fire, water, and air. This is your daily for today, January 16th, 2019. Alright, so the first thing that comes up to me is, I'd like to start with air signs. So air signs, today, something about your health seems to be very important. I also feel like there's something about taking a walk. Something about walking, and you may be walking with another person. It also feels that there is justice in a matter coming towards you. So whatever that is, gosh, the air signs, especially Libra, being the justice sign, right? But I do feel like justice is coming. So either you're going to get the answers that you need today or that you've been searching for. But I do feel like there's going to be justice in a matter. So something will be served. Whether that's a legal document, a paperwork, the truth. The truth may be served. Also, too, for air signs, I feel something a lot to do with fast money. Fast money. Money coming in, but money going out. So be careful, because I feel like at one point you feel like you get ahead of the game, and at the next point it feels like you're putting all your money out. So be really careful. Try to write down whatever it is, air signs, that you need to pay out, and go from there, because I do feel like you can put this in a proper order, which will help you not to be at zero when you're done making your payments. So whatever that's about. I also feel like there's some kind of rush going on with lunchtime. Excuse me. It's something about rushing, hurrying up to eat quickly, trying to just grab something real fast and get back to work. Or maybe you've left work, you're going someplace, you have an appointment somewhere, so you are trying desperately to make things happen very quickly because time is of the essence for you. So whatever it is, maybe you have an appointment that you're just running very, very quickly. Something, too, is coming up in reference to 1 p.m. 1 p.m. So whatever that means for somebody, whether you have an appointment at a doctor's office at 1 p.m. or dentist office, or for some of you, it feels like you need to be somewhere at 1. Maybe you have a meeting at work at 1. But whatever it is, something's being very real. Something is going to be presenting itself very clear to you. I also feel like there's variety for air signs. Something that has to do with variety. So maybe you're going to an all-you-can-eat buffet and there's a variety of food. Or maybe you have choices, or your partner has choices, air signs, of many different people, and I'm seeing variety there. It feels like there's a classroom. Some of you may be sitting in a classroom. I don't know what all that has to do with anything, but I do see a classroom, and I also see a table. So there's a lot of people sitting around a table. Maybe that's where somebody's meeting at work, making it some type of decision. Some of you, I feel like there are somebody's reading scriptures. Hearing music, maybe spiritual music, religious music, songs, but I hear scriptures. Somebody's speaking the scriptures or reading the Bible. I also feel like there is somebody who's desperately reaching out to get answers that are needed. Maybe they're doing that through scripture. Okay. Fire signs. So that was air signs we just did. Fire signs. Fire signs. I definitely feel something about blood, and I don't know what that means. So if you've cut yourself, maybe cutting a bagel this morning, you cut your finger, maybe you're getting your blood work done. Maybe there's a problem with your blood. Maybe some of you are suffering from anemia, but that seems to come up really strong. I also get something about an inspector. So whether somebody is having an inspection done, or somebody may be creating an inspection, or you may be inspecting or looking through something. Maybe some of you fire signs are dealing with somebody who you can't trust. So you are going through their personal things. Maybe you're going through their clothes, their pockets, their telephone. But I do feel like an inspection is being done with fire signs. I also feel something about your friends. Maybe a friend is encouraging you to do this. Maybe you've spoke about a problem or situation or concern with a friend, and this is the person that is helping you to address that. I also get something in reference to weight. Weight. And I think weight as far as pounds. Okay, meaning weight and pounds. Somebody's very concerned about their weight. Somebody else has a very bad eating disorder, fire signs, that is somebody who's not eating enough. You're not getting enough of the proteins. You're not getting enough of the iron and the other nutrients that are needed through food. I feel like you are even destroying your esophagus area from vomiting and vomiting. You really need to get this addressed because you will not be able to survive this way. I know you don't think it's that bad, but it is, and you need to get to the doctor. You need to ask for help. Nobody's going to try to make you fat. They just want to make you healthy. You can stay very thin, but be healthy. So please go to the doctor or go to a nutritionist and get some help. I definitely feel like somebody, too, is having a lot of problems. Maybe it is a blind pimple. Maybe it's a cyst. Somebody's having trouble getting something to drain. It feels like you're trying with the hot compresses and everything else and nothing's working. You may need to go, and it's very quickly, to go to the emergency room or an urgent care and get this drained out. Yes, it'll be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but once it starts to drain, it's going to feel so much better, and you know that because you're already starting not to feel well with this, whoever that is. I also feel like somebody else is getting involved with the community or taking some type of community action. So whether you're doing something that's going to help the community out, or whether maybe some of you may be having to serve the community. Maybe it's part of your probation decision. Maybe you're doing community service. So that also could be coming up. I also feel like somebody is definitely maybe trying to maybe work on a cleanup. Maybe it's a city or township cleanup, and you're getting involved in that. I also feel like somebody is definitely on a train this morning. Somebody took a train from one location to another. Maybe it was to go to work. Maybe it was to go to visit someone. But I do feel like somebody was on a train this morning. I don't know what the chaos was, but it feels like there was some kind of issue or problem. I also get that there's somebody in reference to the number 6. 6 means something to you. I don't know what they're saying, but something about 6 and secrets. So if that makes sense to you, fire signs, let me know. Something about number 6 and secrets. 6 is also the month of June, but I don't know what that means. Also, somebody is having parking issues. Somebody either can't park in front of their house. There's issues going on there. The visitors come and they take your parking space, and yet you're the one who pays to live there. And yet you're going to have to address this either with your association or with your township. I also feel like there's somebody who has a handicap, and they want to get a handicap sign put in front of their house, and the township is not allowing you to do that. Please talk to an attorney. I feel that can be rectified quickly. I also get the name or street name called Redwood, something about Redwood. So whoever's living on Redwood, or maybe it's a development called Redwood, but something about Redwood. Redwood could be cedarwood too, so maybe somebody's near the water. But I keep hearing Redwood. So whoever's living on this block or street, it feels like there's a neighbor that's going to be in need, or you may hear of a shootout. Something to do with violence. I don't know what's going on. It may be domestic violence that's going on, but something's going on Redwood. If anybody knows what that means or if that makes sense, let me know. I also feel like something about Chicago. So if anybody's watching me from Chicago, I feel like there are issues going on in Chicago, but there is somebody who's going to take a stand for something. Somebody who is going to make a very big stink about something, and it feels like it's going to be publicly. So it might be on the news. It might be a local event. It might be something that you're going to watch. Maybe it's something that you're in support of. It's some type of an organization as well that they're representing. So I don't know what that means for whoever, but if you're in Chicago, that's for you. I also feel like kale, spinach, all the greens. Somebody's being very careful of all the greens. If you are on a blood thinner, you have to be careful of eating a lot of greens because it will thicken your blood. Greens do contain vitamin K, which cause your blood to get thicker. So if you've had a heart valve replaced, you must be careful on the amount of greens, vitamin K, that you put into your body, because it will change your INR status with your blood work. For those of you who are on Coumadin or Warfarin, okay. Also, I feel like in reference to something sparkling, something dazzling, somebody is very excited about having something new, whether you bought new shoes, a new outfit, something has big sparkle to it. It's definitely bling. So whoever that is, or maybe it's a watch. Maybe you bought a watch that's a bling. Similar, what do they call it, a Rolo, like a Rolex. Something's a very nice watch, male or female, whoever that's for. Also, too, I feel like somebody needs to be careful of being at the stove cooking. Pay attention to it. Don't walk away from it and leave it on, especially when you're frying something. Please don't do that. You are going to have a fire that you can't handle. Turn it off. If you have to go to the bathroom and you're frying something, don't say, I'll be back in 1 second. Turn it off. Go, then come back. That's air, that's fire, that's water signs. Water signs, I get somebody is dealing with something that's botched. Something was botched. And whether that was your face, whether that was something with plastic surgery, whether that was something that was supposed to help you to lose weight, whether that's something that was supposed to take away wrinkles, maybe it was supposed to take away dark spots, whatever it is, I feel like that whatever you were using, you need to get a refund because somebody was definitely botching the situation. Somebody was pulling the wool over your eyes. Somebody was just trying to get you to purchase something that's not true. It was a very expensive set of maybe skincare products even. Whoever that is, take it back. For somebody, they feel that somebody is definitely out of their league. They feel that somebody is not in with them. Somebody is not good enough for them, or somebody made you feel that somebody's water signs, that somebody's not, making you feel that you're not good enough for somebody, which is not true. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. For some of you, there's an issue with a cat. I don't know if your cat's not eating, cat's not coming out from under the bed. I think that your cat is definitely having many other issues here. I also feel that somebody is definitely on the hot seat, meaning somebody's being questioned, water signs. Somebody is going through an extreme amount of questionings, almost like you're at the police station, almost like you're under arrest and being questioned about something. I feel like somebody is trying to find the answers out from you. They feel that you may know what's going on. Maybe it's with a friend of yours, and maybe your friend's partner, wife, husband, wants details, wants to know something, they're coming to you for it. Be very careful with that. Somebody else is having issues and problems in their home with electronics. I don't know who that is for water signs, but you're having troubles or issues with electronics. I also feel like there is something coming with a stranger around. There's either a stranger in your neighborhood, a predator in your neighborhood, somebody that is going to be around children. I don't like this reading at all. So whoever that is, I'm just going to get off this real fast, but whoever that is, if you have children, pay attention to your children. Do not leave them outside by themselves playing. Whoever that is, do not leave your children unattended outside. Do not. For some of you, I'm picking up something in reference to nanny. So either your nanny is trying to send you a message and say that she is okay, or maybe someone out there is going to become a nanny, meaning that maybe you're going to have grandchildren, or maybe you're going to work for a very wealthy, very financially comfortable family and take care of their children, where they will call you their nanny. So that may be also what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing something with silver jewelry. Somebody may be wanting to purchase silver jewelry, whether it's a silver cross, chain, but I do feel that somebody is now switching. Maybe you used to wear gold all the time, and now you're switching to silver. You definitely may be now switching to silver. I also hear a lot of music around water signs. I feel like music is what calms you. It helps you to think. You use that to reminisce about a lot of different things going on. So music seems to be kind of like a friend to you. It comforts you. It feels like it heals you. It helps you get clarity in your thoughts and your mind. Okay, so that's air, fire, water, now earth signs. Earth signs, what I get for you guys is something about transportation. Be careful in traveling back and forth, to and from, or I see a lot of movement for earth signs going back and forth. I also feel like there is someone who you look at almost as a hero, somebody who has come into your life and somebody who has made you look at yourself in a different way, made you feel a lot better about yourself. Somebody who may have typically saved you, maybe from depression, maybe from a suicide attempt. But whoever this person is, I feel like they are your hero, and you are definitely forever grateful to them. I do feel that you are going to have communication with this person again. And I think they're going to be happy to see that you're in a different space right now, that you're doing much better and feeling much better. I also feel like there is somebody that is very sensible. Okay, I feel like one of you are very sensible and making very good and wise decisions. For some of you, I feel like there's an odd couple, meaning that you and your partner are completely opposites. You are unable to make decisions together. You're unable to get along and come to common balances or agreements with one another. I feel like you just can't seem to get on the same page. Yes, opposites usually do attract, And maybe in the bedroom that's good, but outside of the bedroom, everything else in your life is really not working out too well. For a lot of you in love relationships, it feels like there's something in reference to a cousin who's going to introduce you to someone, or a cousin who's going to be involved somehow in you and a dispute that may come between you and your partner. For some of you, you are waiting to meet someone, and I do feel like that you will find a way, or love is on the way. I keep hearing the word way. So weigh things out, maybe decide between one partner and another. Maybe you're trying to do like checks and balances. I don't know what's happening here, but I do feel that something will be completely more or less uncensored, meaning that it's going to be raw, it's going to be cut and dry. You're going to understand what's happening. Some of you are dealing still with people in the past, kind of like a museum with old artifacts. I just feel like you need to let something go. Those of you who are dealing with a past partner, a past relationship, whatever's happening with that. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there is definitely something going on in the middle of the night. A lot of heat, a lot of passion. Not sleeping too much. For some of you, I feel like you were up all night long. Whether you were talking, laughing, joking, sexing, whatever you were doing, all night. All night. So you better be taking a nap today. For some of you, I feel like you're writing either a letter, a book. There's something that you're trying to write. You want to get something out there published. You want to get something made aware to the public in general. You're trying to help somebody to understand a situation. So I do feel like this can be very beneficial to you. For some of you, there's decisions that need to be made in your home, whether to stay, whether to go, whether to sell it, whether to keep it. I do feel like right now it is in your best interest to stay where you are. There are things that need to be fixed and addressed, but I do feel that it would be much cheaper to work on where you've already been than to start over new somewhere else. So I do feel that you can also enjoy repairing and making these small repairs and cosmetic changes little by little to make it feel like your own home. This may be a home that you inherited. This may be a home that was where you were living with your parents. I'm sorry if they passed and now you're there, but I do feel like this can end up being a lovely, lovely place. I also feel like the neighborhood itself is very welcoming, and you know so many people there that your children will feel safe there. So with that being said, that is the daily for today, January 16th. Many blessings to you all, and I am on my way now to the cemetery to go visit my mother. This is her 12th year demise anniversary, so that's what I'm going to do now. So I wanted to stop by and give you this really fast. All this information came very quickly, psychically, and I thought it was important for you to know. So stay tuned, and I will see you for the 17th for another daily for the morning. However, I want to try to catch you all live tonight. If you're interested in a super chat with me later on tonight, let me know. My super chats will be $19.99, one question, and that's to help a lot of you who can't afford my readings. So this way here you can get at least your most important question out and get an answer to that. So I will see you later on.